Earth can be divided into three main layers: the core, the mantle, the crust. Each of these layers can be further divided into two parts: the inner and outer core and the upper-lower mantle and continental oceanic crust. Both inners and outer cores are made up mostly iron and a little bit of nickel. Okay, here's a question. How do they know what the Earth is made out of?
The deep borehole was just 9 inches in diameter, but at 40,230 feet reigns as the deepest hole.
Okay, so I asked Google what was the farthest that they've ever dug. And the farthest they've ever dug is 40,230 feet. Okay, so what that works out to be is roughly 9.1 kilometers, 7.2 miles. But it tells you right here, simply tells you that that's the deepest they've ever dug. So my question is to people out there, do you understand? Do people understand the difference between pseudoscience and real science? Do they understand? Because the truth is, if the farthest they've ever dug is, 40,230 feet, approximately 12,262 meters, which works out to 9.1 kilometers, 7.2 miles, which was in 1970, strangely enough, in February. Strangely enough, the year I was born, not the month. But what I find very interesting is I've shown you two drastic comparisons.
Into three main layers, the core, the mantle, and the crust. Each of these layers can be further divided into two parts: the inner and outer core, the upper and lower mantle, and the continental and oceanic crust. Both the inner and outer core are made up of mostly iron and a little bit of nickel.
So exactly how do they know what the core of the Earth is made out of if they've only fucking dug 9.1 kilometers? This is called pseudoscience right here. You see this? This is pseudoscience, boys and girls. This is made up out of some fucking dickhead's fucking mind, and telling everybody that this is science. This is science. Everybody go get your science books, kids. Today we're gonna fucking suck the mind out of your fucking skull. Hi everybody in YouTube land. I'm just sitting here bored as fuck. Just got laid off from my job, yada yada yada, whatever. The whole company got shut down. But anyway, I've just shown people out there, they are literally telling you one thing and then telling you another thing. When they say that the Earth has three main layers, and this is the center of the layer, and this is the next layer, and then there's the last layer, how can they claim that? They're passing it off as science to my children, to your children. How come people are not asking any questions? How come people don't fucking care? Why don't they care? Seriously, why don't you care about what is being presented to you as science, but is clearly not science? In 1970, they dug the Kola Super Deep, and it was 9.1 kilometers, 7.2 miles, 40,000 feet. And that was the farthest that they've ever went. So determining what the Earth is made out of, and then turning around and telling people that they know what it's made out of, when they haven't dug any further than what is recorded, scientifically recorded. That's science. They recorded it. It's testable, verifiable, measurable. Pseudoscience is not testable, is not verifiable, is not measurable. it is a belief. It is a fundamentalist belief of what really is down below the earth. And it's being passed off as science. What's happening, and it's happening worldwide. It's a fucking some sort of a fucking retarded. Like, you're all fucking retards, man. You're fucking. You think you're smart. You think you're real smart. You're a genius. You're a fucking genius. You're not a genius, man. You people out there that think that you know what the earth is made out of and all the layers and how far it goes by reading up on it in a science book that's passing it off as pseudoscience, and then you hear a recorded, I showed you the recording and it hasn't changed. You can look this up to verify it yourself. Verify it. Don't take my word for it. Don't go, oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's fucking dummy. No, verify it yourself. Do it. You're so smart. So why is there a huge contrast? They don't know what's at the center of the earth because they haven't dug that far. And they're fucking liars. They're liars, shills, trolls, whatever you want to call them. And I expect to get some flack from this video. And I hope it does come. Because all I'll just say is refer to the video. That's all I can say. Because I don't have to say anything else. People are passing pseudoscience off as real science. That's not what science is. That's not what science ever has been. I suggest people wake up to what the fuck is going on. Really. This is just, to me, right in your face. And it is plain sight. This is obvious that they are lying. They're deceptive. They are lying to the general public. And it's right underneath your noses. And it's being taught to your children. Why is that in the school system? Why are people learning this? Huh? Does anybody have an answer for that? I don't get it. Like, why is this being taught to the people in the world? Why is that being taught as science? It's not science. It's a fucking lie. So anyway, just thought you'd enjoy that, but